Hello everyone, let's rank all duo bosses in Souls games. Well, okay, all bosses are just a little bit exaggerating. I will talk about boss fights that aren't just two basic mobs or HP bar, aka half of Dark Souls 2 and 80% of Elden Ring bosses. Okay, let's begin. At number 15, I will put Duo Guardian Apes. Why I think that they are the worst duo bosses? Well, simple answer. This boss fight is literally everything that does not work in Sekiro combat perspective, okay? Let me explain. Sekiro's combat system just does not work against multiple enemy, and especially doesn't work against big monsters. And as you can clearly see, in this fight you fight two big bosses at the same time. And 99% of this fight is just you running around like a madman, while trying to kill one of them as fast as possible. I honestly have no advice for you in this fight. Just pray to RNG gods that you won't be cornered or stunlocked to death by two of them at the same time. Yeah, you might try to cheese them with Super Red Candy and Mortal Draw, but it's 50-50. If you hit both of them at the same time, you are good to go. If one of the monkeys avoided your hit, well, unlucky. Good luck next time. At number 14, I will put Duo Dragon Riders. I won't talk much about them simply because there is nothing to say about them. Just hit original Dragon Rider over and over, and when his friend will drop down, quickly kill him because he has just stupidly low amount of health. Why I put them above than monkeys? Well, simply because they are much easier than monkeys, and they are not even close to be as annoying as these stupid monkeys. Number 13. Lud and Zalen.
You are a worthless, bitch ass nigga. Your life literally is as valuable as a summer ant. You serve no purpose in life. Your purpose in life is to be in my stream sucking on my dick daily. Your purpose in life is to be in that chat blowing a dick daily.
Number 12. Man-Eaters. Oof, Bell Gargoyle's Grand Pass are a huge pain in the ass. In the beginning you only fight one Man-Eater, but then after a while his body will join the fight. Also in this fight you can cut off their tails, which gives a huge advantage such as they no longer spam you with their magic, and also it's just a free damage, because after castration they just stay still for a while. In this fight they don't really try to gangbang you, and most of the time you fight one against one, which makes this fight much more easier and durable. And honestly, I would rank them a bit higher if it was of the fact that they have just broken and brain dead IE, and also if their boss arena was at least small. Like, holy shit, more than half of my deaths were because these dipshits threw me from this narrow bridge over and over and over and over. Number 11. Godskin Duo.
Oh my god, young man, kill yourself!
Honestly, they are not that bad, but only if you fight them with summons or if you have a poison breaking weapons. Other than that, fuck this garbage. I have a full video in which I said everything I want to say about them. If you want, you can check it. Number 10. Champion and his dog. Sometimes I forgot that they even exist in this game. I have literally nothing to say about this duo. Why I rank them at number 10? Well, if this boss fight is the most unmemorable piece of shit boss, others are just unfair, annoying, uninteresting, or just straight up worst duo bosses. Number 9. Elana. Well, Elana is a bit weird situation. This is not really a duo boss fight, but at the same time, it kinda is. Okay, so on her own she's a bit meh, but after a while she can summon a fucking Wellstad, who is one of the hardest boss in this game on his own, and he's getting help from Elana, but they don't just spam push you until you die. As far as I saw, when Elana summons Wellstad, she becomes a bit passive and acts like a long range caster, but there are moments in which she decides that she's a melee fighter, teleports on top of you and bonk, and if they both decide to push you, consider the fact that you are fucked. Plus, even if you kill Wellstad somehow, she can just summon him again, which makes this fight a bit pain in the ass. Why is she at number 9? Well, simple answer. First of all, Elana is pretty squishy boss, and if you play it aggressively, you can do pretty solid amount of damage to her after her magical casts. The reason number 2 is that you can prevent Elana to summon summon Velstad. She will never start a fight with Velstad summon. She always summons her skeletons first, and as long as there is at least one skeleton alive, she won't summon Velstad. This fight is a bit gimmick boss. In this fight you should realize that as long as you won't kill golden skeleton, well, at least one of them, you are good to go. Number 8. Throne Defenders. Well, them is a bit weird situation. I know that many people are bitching about the fact that there are no pillars and because of that you can diaggro them, but honestly I never even once in my life while fighting them had a thought such as, man, they are such a pushers. I wish there were pillars that could diaggro them. Yes, there are two of them, but they are not just non-stop pushing you. They have pretty low amount of health and they do a very low amount of damage. Yes, they have a solid amount of damage in their phase too, and also they can easily kill you if you just stay still and try to mash R1 button, but that's just you being very greedy. Also, because of their low max health, if you have a big weapon, you can hit both of them at the same time very easy, which allows you to kill them very fast. Honestly, I don't really know what else to say about this boss. Just don't be greedy and try to kill them before they will go in their phase 2, because if they buff at the same time, you might get fucked. Number 7. Dark Lurker. Honestly, Dark Lurker is a very strange boss. He is a bit weird Sister Fried version, duo boss fight wise. In the beginning of this fight, you fight him 1 against 1, but after removing 40% of his health bar, he will split himself in two, and during that moment, if you have a weapon with large hits, you can remove a solid amount of their health bar, but then after that the real fun begins. They can either both go in melee range at you, they both can just go full mage mode and throw their magics at you that have insane splash hits and especially insane amount of damage, and sometimes one can be fully melee and the other one will be a long range mage, and you have to constantly look around because out of nowhere you might take a back shot. Despite the fact that they have many AoE hits and insane amount of damage even for late game character, there are two redeemable and cool moments about this boss fight. First one is that no matter who you hit, it will do damage to their main health bar, and in theory, if you somehow hit them both at the same time, you can do insane amount of damage to their health bar. And the other redeemable fact is that they are not really pushing you 24/7. They are more like a greedy player punishers than some bullshit non-stop anime AoE nuke spammers. Number 6. Bell Gargoyles. Oof, the very first hard bosses for most Souls players. Bell Gargoyles are pretty interesting bosses, I would say. For new players, this boss fight will be a nightmare, but if you have a bit experience in Souls games, this fight will be just a joke. In the beginning of this fight, you fight only one gargoyle, but then after removing 30% of his health, he will receive a help from his body, but he will have only half of his max health, and he will mostly cast his fireballs at you, while the other one either will push you 24/7 with his melee hits, or if you got unlucky, they both can start their fire show and non-stop spam their flamethrower at you. They are a pretty interesting duo boss, but they are very easy if you have a bit experience in Souls games, simply because next to them there is Andre, and you can update your weapon at +5, which allows you to bully them pretty fast. Not to mention Dragon Tail Cheese. If you hit this Dragon's Tail for a while, you will get a very busted weapon for early game, and with this weapon you can unironically kill third gargoyle even before his friend comes to help him. But despite them being pretty easy, I still like the idea behind this boss, unlike other gargoyle. Number 5. Ornate Smog. The golden boys of Souls YouTubers when they think about duo bosses, but honestly I don't really like them, and also I'm not losing my mind because of pillars, oh the almighty pillars. No, as an idea they are very good. One is a heavy hitter yet very slow boss, and the other one is plus minus mobile, but he does pretty low amount of damage. And also you have a pillars which allows you to easy diagonal them and fight them one against one. But my main problem with this boss fight is surprisingly Ornstein. In my opinion, Ornstein makes this boss fight just unreasonably easy. Despite the fact that most Souls veterans 24/7 scream that you should focus Orni, in this fight you should do the opposite of that. You should fully ignore Orni and focus Smoke, because Orni does a pathetic amount of damage to a knight, and Smoke has a very slow recovery animation, which allows you to just freely hit him without punishment. Yes, they also have a phase 2, and just like with Demon Prince, depending on who you will kill first, you will fight either Super Orni or Super Smoke. But unlike Demon Prince, in this fight you have to kill just one of them to start a phase 2, and also unlike Demon Prince, whose bull transformation was extremely dangerous, Super Ornstein, unlike Smoke, is just a punching bag. His size is his huge weakness. You can just roll under his balls and he will miss 90% of his hits. So yeah, because Ornstein makes this boss fight just unreasonably easier than it should be, I will put them at number 5. Once again, they are not bad, but there are 4 more bosses who did better job than them. Number 4, Demon Prince. Honestly, I like this boss and I even think that they are the hardest duo boss fights among all Souls games. Okay, now about why I put them at number 4. There are a few reasons for that. First of all, I really like the idea behind them. One is a long range stinky mage, while the other one will push you nearly 24/7. And the most cool thing is that they can switch positions. If in the beginning Demon in Pain is a long range caster, after a while Demon from below will be a long range caster, while the other one will push you in melee. Unlike Orni and Smoke, they both are more than capable of beating the shit out of you, and unlike them, in order to start their phase 2, you need to kill both of them, and depending on who you will kill, you will have to fight either Meteor Demon Prince or Laser Demon Prince. And unlike Orni and Smoke, in which Super Smoke was very dangerous, while Super Orni was a punching bag, both versions of Demon Prince are very hard. Why I put them only at number 4 and not higher? Well, there are a few reasons for that. First of all, if you got unlucky, they both can go in their melee range and push you 24/7. And if you got cornered or if you are out of stamina, consider the fact that you are just dead. This boss is just extremely tanky. Not only this boss has nearly twice more health than Soul of Cinder, he also has insane damage reduction. And fighting them without Black Knight weapons that poise break them 24/7 while doing bonus 20% damage is a bit pain in the ass. And also, am I the only one who thinks that Meteor Demon Prince is a bit disbalanced? A bit, but despite that, I still like this boss and I will give them number 4 spot. Number 3. Pontiff Sullivan. Just like with Elana, Pontiff is not really a duo boss, but at the same time, he kinda is. Pontiff is Elana's or maybe even Darklooker's boss fight done completely right. First you fight Sullivan 1 against 1, but then after a while he will summon his clone, and they might gangbang you. But at the same time, if you look carefully, you can see that most of the time, before main Sullivan does something, his clone shows you what exactly he will do, and because of that you can predict their moves. And unlike Velstad's clone, Pontiff's clone is very squishy, which makes this boss fight significantly easier. But when you kill a clone, Pontiff will run at you as if you personally stole his car, and will non-stop wombo combo you. So realistically saying, this boss fight is either you let Pontiff's clone live, which can make this boss fight pretty predictable, but if you do that, you have to non-stop dodge 4 very sharp dildos, or kill a purple dude and fight Pontiff 1 against 1. But Pontiff will almost non-stop spam you with his 8-hit wombo combos, and because of this choice in a boss fight, I will put him at number 3. At number 2, I will put Sister Fried. Oh yeah, by the way, just so you know, I will talk only about her phase 2, because her phase phase 1 and phase 3 are not really duo boss fights. While I think that she and her sugar daddy are the second best duo boss fights, well, simple answer. Just like Dark Lurker and Godskins, Fried and Ariandel have combined health bar, and no matter who you will hit, you will do damage to both of them. But unlike Godskins, who could just non-stop spam you, and for average player this fight was him just running around non-stop and luring Skinny One to quickly kill him, Fried and Ariandel are more balanced and fair towards a player who doesn't use summons. In phase 2, Fried is extremely passive, and she acts more like a long-range caster, but if you try to fight her, have no doubt that she will wombo combo you. In this fight, you should avoid Fried and fully focus Ariandel. Ariandel is a big boy, and you can wait when he will be in a recovery animation and punish him over and over. But don't be greedy or you might get wombo comboed by them, and you will die 100%. In this fight, there are many moments that I like. For example, Ariandel is a very immobile boss, and you can punish him very easy. But if you just stay still and try to mash R1 button, Fried's cast will kill you. But these casts don't instantly do damage to you. You see a frost magic first, and then 1 second later, this frost magic will do damage to you. And unless you just stood still and R1 spammed Ariandel, you can easily dodge this hit. But if you didn't dodge it, prepare to get punished. In this fight, when Ariandel will be at low health, Fried will try to heal him, and you have a choice. Either try to risk and try to finish Ariandel, or you just quickly run at Fried and interrupt her heal while backstabbing her. There are many moments like that, which in my opinion makes this fight very good. Why she isn't at number 1? Well, simply because besides that, there are also 2 phases which can be a bit annoying, but despite that, I still think that she is extremely good and most importantly fair duo boss fight. Well, at least some part of her. And the winner of this video are Twin Princes. Honestly, I was thinking a while about who should be at number 1, because I think that both of these bosses deserve number 1 spot, but I will give Twins golden medal, simply because I like them much more than Fried. Okay, now about why I think that they deserve number 1 spot. They are the only duo boss fights that feels like and actually is 1 against 1 fight. If in other boss fights you most of the time constantly had to run around like a madman, hit once or twice, then again run around, or lure less tanky one over and over, against Twins you don't have to do that. A fight against Twins is an almost non-stop fight, in which your attention is 100% drawn to Lorian, because Lorian is a main damage dealer and a main boss, while Lodric is a mage support. But unlike Dark Lurker or Elana, you can always see what magic is Lodric casting, because he's on Lorian's back, plus his magic is not annoying or damaging. Yes, it's punishing, but not annoying or disbalanced. Also, I really like that you have a choice in this fight. You can try to ignore Lorian and fully focus Lodric, while sometimes hitting Lorian by accident, or you can fully focus on Lorian and once he's down, freely hit Lodric while he's reviving his brother. This boss fight is extremely well made and balanced duo boss fight, because when you fight Lorian you don't have thoughts like, oh fuck, where is the other one, or what is he casting behind my back, or oh, they both decide to push me at the same time and guess I died. So yeah, because this boss fight is realistically saying 1 against 1, I will put them at number 1 spot. Well, that's pretty much it. If you like my video, press something under it. With this, I will say bye bye to you and I will see you next time.